Hey. So I kind of ran into a little bit of an issue on my rear end. I've got to pull another rear end because I broke a bolt in here and I tried drilling it out, but my drill bit broke, and so I tried drilling it to the side and I just kind of messed up the thread. So it is kind of what holds the bearings together, the whole rear differential in the rear pinion, or the rear differential, so that obviously. The rear casing is what I was trying to say. So yeah, obviously I don't really want to half-ass that or have a bolt not flush, and then it, I don't want to do anything like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull one of my other three that I have, and yeah, I actually got another CRV, so I actually have three more. And then instead of only having three to begin with, now I've got four. Well, now I've got three. But I've got the internals of four, so we're good on that. And yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and get started on something else to pass the time. So yeah, we got this thing pulled out. I've got the wiring harness pulled off. I'm gonna clean it up a little bit, clean some of this oil and stuff off. There you go. Let's see what I'm working with. Boom. But yeah, she's a little dirty right now. But yeah, that's from the last axle I destroyed, and I never did get to clean it because kind of wanted to make it to the track, and we made it to the track just to find out. Well, didn't even make it to the track because I started driving it and then I had that weird vibration. So with this video, we're gonna go ahead and actually get started pulling the fuel tank out and the rear trailing arms off. So get those things kind of knocked out of the way so we can get started on mounting up the differential, or getting the differential mounted up, because like I said, I'm gonna make the rear mount on this one myself. I've got to go to my buddy Stevie, and once I get things the templates cut out, then I'm gonna go over there and get him to actually get them cut out in metal and steel, and so we can get that thing welded up and get everything going. But yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and pull this fuel tank out. Alrighty, so first things first, gotta pull off the connectors and stuff. I also need a 7/8 wrench. So yeah, get the fuel level sending unit connector off and the fuel pump connector off, and then pretty much done. Actually, we can just leave those attached, it's all good, because I got them running through the bottom. So we'll just pull it out the bottom and so I've actually got a bunch of goodies for the rear. I'm getting rid of these blocks 18K rears and putting function form type 2s in, and yeah, it'll definitely help me get a little bit more weight transfer, and yeah, that's good. And yeah, it'll definitely help with the weight transfer, trying to get some weight on the rear. And yeah, it's just what I've seen, and I miss those coilovers. Those were actually my favorite coilovers I've ever had. So yeah, next thing's next. We're gonna have to try to pull this shit off. So there's like two covers right here covering the gas tank neck, filler neck, and the little vent tube. So we had to remove those. Honestly, I just ripped them out. Some people like to take these little screws out, but I tried doing two of them. They didn't work for me, so we got to ripping, we did. And then yeah, we pretty much just have this 10 mil right here and then a clamp, and so we're gonna remove that. And then we've got the 4 anchor bolts that go on, and then whenever it gets down here, I will be able to remove the 2 lines because they're right there. So everything's pretty much oh, here's the little evap shit. We're gonna have to remove that too. I'm gonna cut the little lines. And yep. But yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna cut these little evap lines. Boop. And then doo-doo-doo. He's already got this clamp off, so got that. And then now I just gotta take that top clamp off. So you can hold this. Normally come right off, but of course, she wanted to be a little brat. She's a little tough to get off. But if you're a man, you can get it off. Alrighty, so I do believe that is everything. I just gotta get my 14 mil, 1.5 inch. Which I just found, but I just lost.
Don't want to fucking fall down.
Probably just put your hands up over your head.
Yeah. Can I start letting it down?
Should be able to.
Well, yeah, that's
Thing's trying to touch you.
Got stuff in the forehead temperature.
There it is.
Sorry. Started spilling a bit of fuel in the chute. It's got some,
Just a little.
some copious.
You get 7/8. Since you don't know where 7/8 is.
Couldn't find it. Where you at?
Set it down. Alrighty, thank you guys for sticking around with us. But yeah, we're pretty much getting ready to get started on making the rear diff mount now that we got the fuel tank and the engine and everything pulled out of it. Like I said, we're going to be trying to get all of this done before Import Alliance, which is in 10 days. And yeah, so we're getting ready to get started on cutting the rear body, which is going to be the first thing that I've ever cut out of this car. Because yeah, it's completely stock body. I've not removed one bracket on this thing that you can't unbolt. So yeah, she's actually a virgin chassis completely. And yeah, she's finally going under the knife, the real knife, the actual blade, and actually getting something removed and trimmed out. So we'll go ahead and get that in the next video. And yeah, so just stay tuned, because we're going to be getting every step of this process on video, or at least I'm going to try to. And if I haven't, then I'm going to update you guys on what I did, how I did it, and yeah, we'll go from there. But thank you guys again. If you guys haven't already, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe. And if you don't mind, go ahead and hit the share. Thank you guys again. See ya.